A computer chip is a small piece of semiconductor material that is embedded with an electronic circuit. This very small computer chip contains millions of transistors. Transistors transmit data signals. The computer chip contains a digital circuit. These digital circuits transmit binary signals, which is also information. As you know, computers use binary signals that are ones and zeros. Ones are on, zeros are off. If you're into technology, you may or might not know of these so-called quantum computers. Quantum computers are computers in which they use qubits, which are quantum particles which are in superposition, meaning that they can be both on and off at the same time, meaning the computing power will be increased 1,000-fold. But we aren't quite ready for that yet. So, let's start all the way at the beginning. The very first computer chip was back in November of 1971. The Intel 4004 was the very first modern computer chip. It was just a harmless silver of silicon and dark metal casing. Fat metal electrodes for legs, making it look like the world's first headless electronic cockroach. The 4004 was a 4-bit CPU which was designed for the use in the BaseCon 414PF printing calculator. If you didn't know, most games either run on 32-bit or 64-bit. I'm not quite sure if there's a 228-bit game. The microchip, which is also known as the computer chip, was clocked at 740 kHz. Employs a 10-ohm processed silicon gate, which is also able to execute 92,000 instructions per second. Now, at the time, this was huge. It was extremely small and was able to fit into smaller pieces. The microchip was capable of using 7 kilobytes of program memory and its 640 bytes of RAM. Now, by today's standards, this is terrible. It would either barely or not even be able to run anything. So let's brush on that. With a quick Google search, I have found that the TSMC's 3nm process, it states, TSMC's 3nm process is the industry's most advanced semiconductor technology. In 2022, TSMC led the foundry to start 3mm FinFET N3 technology, high volume protection. It is possible that the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Co., which is also known as the TSMC, made your iPhone's microchip. So take this information however you want. But if we dig deeper, we find NVIDIA's Blackwell AI superchip, which uses AI to do some of its processes, its most powerful, well, according to newscientist.com. The most expensive is the Cebrez system wafer scale engine with 4 trillion transistors. With this in mind, what do we do about the future? If science fiction movies have taught me anything, it is that the things computers can do are absolutely insane. If today's computers can do billions or trillions of instructions per second, then the future's computers will do 10 times that. Today's computers use bits.
Michael here. Hey, Lisa, Michael here. Hey, Lisa, Michael here. 1 bit. Hey, Lisa, Michael here. 2 bits. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
4 bits.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
8 bits.
Hey, Vsauce, my name is Michael.
16 bits.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
32 bits.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
64 bits.
Hey, Vsauce, Michael here.
128 bits.
Like 32-bit games and 64-bit games, which stream out digits as ones and zeros. On the other hand, quantum computers will use qubits to do its calculations. These particles are usually subatomic particles such as electrons and photons. According to technologyreview.com, generating and managing qubits is a scientific and engineering challenge. Some companies such as IBM, Google, and Rigetti Computing use supercooling circuits cooled to the temperature colder than deep space. Others, like IonQ, trap individual atoms in electromagnetic fields on a silicon chip in ultra-high vacuum chambers. In both cases, the goal is to isolate the qubits in a controlled quantum state. The thing is about qubits is that they have some quirky quantum properties that mean a connected group of them can provide way more processing power than the same number of binary bits. The two properties of these are called superposition and the other one is called entanglement. Superpositioning is something where the qubit can be both on and off at the same time, meaning it can do multiple equations at once. Now this part is why quantum computers is difficult and very powerful if you manage it. On top of trying to control how qubit superpositions collapse onto either 1 or 0 as a solution, you can generate such pairs of qubits that are entangled, which means two qubits of a pair exist in a single quantum state. If you change the state of one of the qubits, it will also instantly change the state of the other in the pair in a predictable way, even if they're separated by very long distances, meaning you can shove 1,000 times more computing power in the same space than a normal computer. This all seems very good, but there's one problem with it: its coherence. The interaction of qubits with their environment in ways that can cause their quantum behavior to decay and ultimately disappear is called discoherence. Their quantum state is extremely fragile. The slightest vibration or change in temperature or disturbances, also known as noise, can cause them to tumble out of superposition before their job has been properly done. That's why researchers do their best to protect qubits from the outside world in those supercooled fridges and vacuum chambers, stated from the same article by technologyreview.com. As this shows, anything can cause qubits to fall out of superposition and fail the equation they were doing before. Air is touching it? Gone. It's outside? Gone. You dropped it? Gone before it even hits the floor. Oh, you're holding it? Gone. So all I'm saying is that everything that could go wrong will go wrong. What I think this product needs improvement on? Well, I actually don't have anything to suggest. It's gotten better and will continue to get better until we have quantum computers. Just like everything in life, everything has to move forward, and the same thing applies to computers. I love technology and use computers on a daily basis, so something like this will be absolutely a game changer for me. As a recap, Intel 4004 was the very first microchip that I saw in a Google search. Because it was the first, it is very weak. Today's computers have gotten much better and will continue to get better. The future's computers will be able to calculate the properties of matter itself. So, when you look at a computing device, you will know a little bit more than before. Hopefully.